Hello everyone, welcome to Midnight Terrors, but before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. With that said, let's begin. Our story begins with Elena, an archaeologist, determined to unravel the mystery of a forgotten underground city. She had heard whispers of the Nsitbono People, a shadowy civilization rumored to live beneath the hills near her latest excavation site. Legends told of their gold and their poisons, so powerful they could kill with a single touch. The entrance to the city lay hidden beneath a tangle of ancient trees, a narrow crevice just wide enough for her to slip through. The air was thick with moisture, and the silence felt unnatural, as if the earth itself held its breath. As she descended deeper, the narrow passageway gave way to a massive cavern. Stalagmites and stalactites formed jagged teeth that seemed to guard the entrance to the world below. Elena's torchlight flickered, revealing a sprawling city carved into the rock itself. Towering structures loomed in the darkness, their surfaces etched with intricate symbols. At the top, as the legend foretold, were the warriors, silent sentinels who guarded the city's secrets. Below them were the planners and seers, their quarters filled with ancient scrolls and bizarre mechanical devices. And at the bottom, beneath the city's heart, were the elders and the leaders' circle, the rulers of this hidden kingdom. Elena's heart pounded as she moved cautiously through the empty streets. Yet she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. The legend said the Nsitbono had powerful seers, individuals who could see beyond time itself, who knew when strangers approached long before they arrived. As Elena ventured further, she came across what appeared to be a market. Glittering gold and precious metals were scattered about, as if hastily abandoned. Her eyes landed on a set of vials, each filled with a thick, black liquid. "The poisons," she whispered to herself, remembering the stories she had heard. Suddenly, a shadow moved in the corner of her vision. She turned, heart racing. From the darkness, a figure emerged, a warrior of the Nsitbono. His face was painted with strange symbols, his eyes glowing faintly in the dim light. He didn't speak, but gestured for her to follow. Fear gripped Elena, but curiosity overpowered it. She followed the warrior through the winding streets until they reached a grand structure, a temple of sorts, built into the cavern wall. As they entered, the air grew colder. The faint sound of chanting echoed through the halls. In the heart of the temple stood a circle of figures, cloaked in shadow. At the center, the leader sat on a throne of gold and bone. His eyes were hollow, his skin pale and drawn tight over his skull. The other elders surrounding him whispered in a language Elena couldn't understand, but she could feel the malice in their words. The leader rose slowly. "You seek our secrets," he rasped, his voice like the grinding of stone. Elena froze, her mouth dry. "We have been watching you," he continued. "The Nsitbono do not take kindly to intruders." Before she could respond, one of the seers stepped forward, a woman, her eyes white as if blind, but Elena knew she saw everything. "She is not like the others," the seer whispered, her voice smooth and unsettling. "She is curious. Perhaps she can be useful." The leader considered this for a moment before nodding slowly. "You will join us, or you will die." Elena's blood ran cold. In a panic, she lunged backward, her hand brushing one of the vials of poison she had seen earlier. Without thinking, she grabbed it, holding it up like a weapon. The warriors laughed, a low, menacing sound. "Do you know what that is?" one of them growled. Elena did not wait to find out. She threw the vial at the nearest warrior. The glass shattered, and a dark mist erupted from the liquid inside. The warrior's eyes widened in horror as the poison touched his skin. His body convulsed, his skin blistering and turning black before he collapsed, lifeless. Chaos erupted. The warriors charged at her, but she was already running, her heart pounding in her chest. The temple behind her echoed with the enraged cries of the elders and their assassins. Elena raced through the winding streets of the underground city, desperate to find her way out. The sounds of pursuit echoed behind her. The warriors and assassins would not let her escape easily. Her mind raced. The Nsitbono were known for their assassins, trained in silence and death. They wouldn't stop until she was caught. She had to be smart, faster than them. Finally, she spotted the narrow passageway she had come through. Just as she reached it, she felt a sharp pain in her side. One of the assassins had grazed her with a poisoned blade. Her vision blurred, But she forced herself to keep moving, crawling up through the narrow crevice and into the cool night air. As Elena reached the surface, she collapsed, the poison spreading through her veins. But she had made it. The city below was once again silent, its secrets hidden in the darkness. But the poison, it was unlike anything she had ever encountered. As her vision faded, she realized that Nsitbono's curse was far worse than death. She could hear their whispers in her mind, feel their presence crawling beneath her skin. She had escaped the city, but the Nsitbono had marked her, and now they would never stop hunting her. Years later, in a small forgotten town, a boat drifts across the river under the moonlight. On board sits a solitary figure, their eyes black as night, carrying with them the secrets and the curse of the Nsitbono.